Hello and welcome back to Technical Tales Agrarian Skies. So, as you may have noticed, in the final frame of the last episode, I showed that I had finally gotten the extra diamond I needed in order to make an autonomous activator. And so I used the autonomous activator to do my filtering. So basically there is an autonomous activator here, and it's full of gravel, and it's constantly right-clicking here. I'm pretty certain this you guys haven't seen this. Once again, it's been a little too long since the last time I recorded. So as it filters through the gravel, which takes the time, the items pop up, captured by these glass covers. You can see that they're just really thin. Then the water stream takes them to the side, into that hopper, into this chest, where all my goodies build up. So once I had that running, I was manually getting the gravel. I pretty quickly, because I was able to grind for the gravel while this stuff was sieving. So pretty quickly I got together the stuff I needed for a second autonomous activator. I know that reveal is pretty rubbish, seeing as I've already accidentally shown you it, but there you go. So here we have an autonomous activator full of iron hammers, and it's left clicking straight up. So if I turn this on, you can see that starts to go. I catch most of them. The water brings them round onto this hopper, which piles them into this chest. See, it has 3. Isn't that amazing? So now I can be making my gravel automatically. Now, these are the item ducts. Now, I haven't had to put servos or filters or anything like that in there. And so that has 9. If I flick that, we should be able to see them appear in here. 37. Actually, it's entirely possible they appeared in there so quick we couldn't even see them, because it's like moving a stack at a time. So yeah, so 47. See, there we go. So if I left both of those on, I'm just going to continuously fill up that chest. Which is awesome. I mean, I've got quite a bit in there at the moment, so I think I am going to just leave it running for a bit. So that has enabled me to get lots of metals really quickly. So then, of course, I had the problem of, of all the smelting I had to do. Because I had to keep getting lava, meaning I had to keep manually filling a crucible, and so on and so forth. So I decided to solve that as well. And if we go up here, this is on top of the smelter because it seemed like a good place to put it. I made myself an igneous extruder. I give it a bucket of water and a bucket of lava, and they never get used up while it's making cobblestone. If I take that stack of cobblestone out, you see, basically this is exactly like the cobblestone generator we have there, just in machine form. So it's nice and compact. It drops all its cobble down here into this crucible. I made myself a piece of netherrack, because it's the hottest burny thing you can get. I made the netherrack by putting, what did I do? Sand and redstone in a crucible, or a stone thing. Anyway, there's a way I can make netherrack. It's not easy, but I could make it. So that's what's heating the crucible. Now this one here, I believe, I'm trying to right-click that, nothing's happening. Maybe I didn't. Oh no, okay, I thought that I'd put a pneumatic servo in there, but I didn't. This lever here is controlling the pumping of the lava out of that crucible, down this pipe, where it goes straight into the smeltery. So that means I've got a continuous source of lava. And I'm going to tap that lava for my energy creation system. Basically, once I get my generators up and running, I'm probably going to go with ones that run off lava, because I've got a nice, simple lava setup. It also means that I've been able to just come along and grab building materials as I need to, so I can start making stuff out of cobble, which is less flammable. So then the other problem I had was, obviously, I was getting lots and lots of dust. Now, currently, I am still grinding down the metals into gravel, metal gravel, metal sand, and metal dust manually, and throwing them in here. Probably one of the things we're going to try and do today is automate that process. So the other thing I did is I got myself a little fluid duct, which outputs onto the ingot table, and by flicking that switch I'm turning on that fluid duct and this item duct. So when the ingots form, they instantly get sucked out into this chest. So metals, not an issue at the moment. So that's pretty good. What else did I do? The only other thing I did was expand my animal farm a bit. I wasn't certain whether once one type of animal formed here, others would appear, but it turns out they do. The chickens vanished, though. I had some chickens, and they've just vanished. When they vanished, that's when I decided to start trying to separate stuff out. I was coming here in order to see whether or not I could get some wheat to breed some cows, but hasn't grown. So I have a horse, which is nice, and a load of sheep and some cows, and I've been breeding pigs back here, which is cool. I think I should probably, because I've got 3 lots of carrots here and only 1 of wheat, and I think I did that because it was the most efficient way of getting dirt. But I've got quite a bit of dirt now, if I look in my chest. I've got, well, 1.5 stacks about, so... But what I want, I think, is some more wheat. Just for a bit. And that means that I can breed the cows and sheep if I really want to. I've got 4 white sheep. It's probably enough for now. I might try and sort of get them off somewhere else because they keep eating the grass. And the only other thing I've been doing is coming over here every now and then and picking up the drops. We might automate the collection of these drops today because we can make vacuum pipes now. We can make vacuum pipes because we have a nice supply of ender pearls. Because this is actually working quite well. I mean, even with me just having to manually pick stuff up, which means obviously a lot of the drops are getting wasted, we are still collecting quite a bit. Looking for more mob drops. And I noticed that I accidentally picked up a load of metals as well. So I'm going to clean up my clean up my inventory, and then we'll probably take a look at the quest book and see what else we can do, because it's probably about time to start on the storage collection quest, because I am starting to get quite a bit of stuff. We can do this one now. No, we've done that one. We can do the It's Automatic. So, you know, I've already made the autonomous activator. I did an aqueous accumulator and a vacuum hopper, so that one's nice and easy to do. The pastoral life, that's spawning chickens and squids. Maybe not quite yet. We must go deeper. An auto brewer. That means going to the nether, I believe. The nether has many ores and other resources you can collect. It is, however, inhabited by many unsavoury characters. Your friendly map creator recommends large numbers of potions if you plan to head into the depths. You really should visit at least once to fully experience the joys of this map. Please note that you do not have to go to the nether. This map can be completed without ever entering the nether. An angry doll will spawn a blaze if you right-click a stone barrel of lava while holding the doll. And I think I need that in order to make the auto brewer. Now that's to do with once mob collection stuff is up and running. So I will be doing that, but maybe not the very next thing I do. Trying to see what else is here. Getting rubbery. So plastic sheets. This is probably a good one to start, because this will start all the mine factory reloaded machines and stuff. So we can have a look into that. Now, steel-powered flight. This requires me to make a high oven, which is quite expensive, but I will look to see whether I can get the information there together, because one, the smeltery over here doubles the amount of metal I get from ores. I believe a high oven will triple it, which is pretty cool. Follow the instructions in Steelworks book to create the blocks. And obviously flight is going to be very useful, because this whole thing's called steel-powered flight. Is going to be very useful seeing as we're on a skyblock and I don't want to fall to my death. Bees and trees. Oh, I've never liked that stuff. The You're a Wizard, Steve stuff is probably important. I'm basically going to be reading up on some of these. Go with the flow. I mean, I know I said that I would probably only ever complete quests on camera and stuff like that, but I think this game has opened out to the point where it's probably best that I just sort of make progress and then tell you what it is I've done, and then we can sort of talk about the stuff. This one I think I can do. Basically, make some fluid storage. Like it might be worth to get start building up an excess of lava. So I will clean up my inventory, and when we come back, one thing I think I really want to do, now I've got a load of metals and resources, is this works well, but I'm only sieving gravel. And I think I want to be sieving dust, because I don't get redstone from gravel. If I sieve dust, then I still get all the metals, but I've already got them in the dust for my need. So I think if I can set up myself some macerators or grinders, whatever the equivalent is, then I can actually be pulling the cobble out of that thing rather than here. And then I can grind it into gravel, grind it into sand, grind it into dust, feed it straight into a sieve. So it probably means all this stuff is going to move, so I probably want to expand this area here, because this is going to be my industrial zone. That's like industrial zone, you know, agriculture zone, mob zone, tree zone. So I will see you in a bit once we sort of have changed things. Okay, I just had an accident with some lava. Just lost a life, 4 lives left. Ayaron tried to swim in lava. I already ran over and I've picked up most of my stuff. But I have probably lost some quite good resources. I'm not sure what I've lost so far. Okay, so that was my dynamo. Iron chest, dynamo. Ow! I've lost my 3 pulverizers. Oh, I'd made three pulverizers, and I've just lost them. And I don't think I've got the redstone to make more. No! I've only got 2 redstone. Ow, this is very aggravating. I was just trying to set stuff up, and I was trying to put the lava back into the igneous extruder. Yeah, see, so that needs 2. And I had 3 of these things. Machine frame isn't a problem. Okay, I could make 1 more. Okay, so if I make 1, then I can manually feed cobblestone in, grind it into sand, manually feed the sand back in, grind it to dust, put the dust in the filtering table, and then I should get enough redstone to make the rest of them. Sigh. Okay, I lost so much in that. I lost a pile of lead, loads of glass. I'm pretty certain I lost some tools. I had to remake my crescent hammer. I had to remake all my fluid ducts and item ducts. So what happened was I was trying to put lava in this again. Now normally when you right-hand click on a machine, you open the interface. So I had a bucket of lava in my hand. So usually if you want to place something against a machine and you don't want to open the interface, you hold down Shift. So I stood here, I held down Shift, and I right-hand clicked, and then I was covered in lava. Anyway, I managed to scrape together enough redstone to get this up and running. I basically had to manually make dust. But now I have... so this is my netherrack, the hottest thing you can burn under a crucible. My crucible is there. So my igneous extruder is here making cobblestone, and it is outputting this way. I think I can make this a bit neater. I did it like that because I was getting confused how I could get that to input into there. It turns out you can only input into a crucible from the top. So I might move that. So this crucible is making lava, and then it outputs the lava into my smeltery here, and this magmatic dynamo. So you can see it also has a 4-bucket internal lava thing, which is what it's sucking up the lava. It also has a load of spare power. It is feeding the power down into my pulverizer. My pulverizer now has plenty of stuff. So later on, what I'm going to do is have the cobblestone from in here, because you can see there's plenty in there, automatically coming out, going into the first pulverizer. That will turn it into sand. Its output will go into a second pulverizer. It will make dust. Go into a... Actually, that's it. I only need 2. So I get the cobblestone. Oh no, I turn it into gravel first. Yes, so this one turns it into gravel. This one turns it into sand. This one turns it into dust. It will then go off to my filter table, which will be ran using the autonomous activators. But I can't do that until I have more redstone. So what we're going to do is we're going to manually feed this stuff through. So if I put that in there, this should be making sand, and it's outputting it to a chest. Now, can I fit a hopper? Actually, I don't need to fit a hopper, do I? I can... Okay, now the back I've got is yellow. That's the output for the secondary stuff, because the thing with pulverizers is, as well as making their primary output, which incidentally is going in there, they can also make something secondary. So I was sort of filtering that off. I can leave that where it is for now. Where's the input? Blue. So blue is now the input. So if I put this other chest, see, this is where I hold down shift, there. I think I can put my... Can I? Will that work? Nope, that will not work, but it might do if I move it. So this is a temporary setup because I wasn't able to put down all the stuff I wanted. If I put down my item ducts, which I should have some left, get an item duct going in there, set that to output. It's going to need a lever. Now, if I had more redstone, I could make servos, which means I wouldn't need to put these blocks and levers about. But again, it's all about needing this redstone stuff. So, turn that on. So that should hopefully be an active input into there. So if I put gravel in there, yep, there we go. So I can pile up my input in that one. Ooh, okay, it actually has its secondary output is straight to dust. That's good. So there's already a load of sand building up. So let's actually stop the gravel input. Grab the sand, switch it to doing sand. No. There's still gravel in the pipe, I think. There we go. So that's all the sand appearing now. So now it should be producing dust. Yep. Drop the sand in there. So I've got 8 dust already. So at the moment I'm doing this manually. This will all be automatic later. So if I throw the dust in there, that thing will start doing that. That will get me the redstone I need. So hopefully next episode I will have this automated. Essentially we will have an infinite supply of sifting dust, which will get us all the materials we need to go on to the next stages of stuff, which I think is going to be the Steel powered flight. Yes, this high oven thing. Now you can see I have actually made the basics of the high oven. So I can... Ooh, graveyard soil, scorched bricks. Well, scorched bricks are what's going to help me build my high oven. So I'm tempted to go with that, but I don't know what the graveyard soil is or how difficult it is to make. Let's have a quick look at this. Graveyard soil. Dirt, rotten flesh, bone meal. I've got a ton of that. That's easy. So, yeah. So let's go with the scorched bricks. Claim reward. So I've got 20 scorched bricks, which is cool. The high oven will allow me to make steel. And it also triples my ores. So at the moment I will have to be feeding the stuff I get from the dust into there. Now one thing I want to check is pulverized gold. Now previously I've always been forming these like that into gold or dust. Can I throw this straight in here and end up with an ingot's worth? Because that means I can pipe my anything that's an ore, and I can use use a servo on whitelist mode to only pull out the ores I get straight into here, and then they will turn into ingots. Yep, 2 gold ingots, which means I can presumably do a similar thing with the high oven once I've made it, but it will make 3 out of every one thing I input. So let's just turn that on, and that sort of automates my output. There you go, gold ingot vanishes from there, ends up in this chest. So yeah, so by the beginning of the next episode, I should have infinite metals and stuff. I don't think there's any reason to be sifting gravel and sand. There's maybe a few resources which come out of those. You can see there's only one redstone in there, which is rubbish. Oh, I can't run because I'm almost starving to death. I'm essentially living on toast. Right, so there's a load more dust. So does that mean that we're completely out of sand? Yes, we are. So I will throw some more gravel in. Incidentally, I had this thing running, so I built up a excess of gravel. Gravel means I can skip a step. Put the dust in there, and that's it. I will be doing this. I will be having this thing running, making my gravel. Then I've got to manually feed it through here twice to get the dust, and hopefully get enough redstone that I can start to speed up and automate this. Let's turn that on. So I will see you next time. Hopefully I won't fall into lava in between now and the next episode. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.